Goodness. Well, everybody, let's get down to business with this because I am ready for more pain. I mean, let's be honest. We have this this GIF on standby because it typically does sum up how every season goes for us here with Ball State. Or as some have joked, it's getting punched in the balls state. That's how it goes. Oh, the jersey in the bottom left, your bottom left. Oh, the ads? The 2001 ads? I imagine you're talking about that one because you can probably barely see the Florida Panthers one back there. What if I throw my mic over here? Yeah. I'm a professional. We've been over this. We have a lot to catch up on before we start this season. The first being, because of the glitch with offline dynasties, as I mentioned, I'm taking a different approach to setting up the team and doing position changes. For the training camp results, I put people into the primary position I'd like them to be. And if they still don't kind of line up with what we want that position to be in the preseason, I switch everybody to where I actually want them. And I did go ahead and do that. We have also had chat rename all the freshmen. I've gone through the red shirts already, too. So let's take a look at what this team is going to be this season. Quarterbacks, Jesus Shuttlesworth in his senior year. And I'll move over here so you guys can see all the traits as well. Huge Forsberg fan. It's a Bork for the record. So, Bruins fan. So growing up, that was a very, very big deal. Very, very big deal. Of course, Turd Ferguson is here as well, the redshirt freshman. We have the renamed Brick Shithouse and Giant Stadium Grass Field. Chat's always great with their renamings as the redshirt freshman this year. And then King of Canada, Crash Andrews, will be our third string quarterback. Who will be the starter? We'll talk about that in a second. At running back, ooh-ee-ah, which I still think it was someone trying to replicate Roman Reigns. Alongside the former quarterback, now turned running back, Dan the Man Dishman, which would work out really well for the Wildcat. We got the redshirt option from the portal, Jake Johansson, as well as Donnie Duck. And then Dick Duff is also here. We're going to have him as the third string option this year, and then he'll be redshirt next year. A lot of different running backs that we have to balance. Fullback Cam Revis, who we just picked up from the portal. At least he'll be a decent option there. We don't have too many sets to really rely on a fullback, so it's fine. Wideouts this year. Good Lord. Good Lord. Quindarius Setaguchi. We love this man, and we got some good speed here. Weston East. Can you please get fired? Cuckoo for Coco Sports. Twitch.tv/Coco Sports. East and West. Flamethrower Charizard. Adrelian in my soul, because someone doesn't know how to type. Brian Howden. And Crashes $1 as our wideouts. A hell of a lot of wide receivers on this team right now. We're trying to make it work. We're trying to find some balance. At tight end, Oreo Delight. Oh shit, oh fuck, I'm in Ohio. Perry the Platypus. Janarius Dweeb. Sexton Hardcastle. And Cal Naughton Jr. Obviously, again, we go with a very redshirt, freshman-heavy strategy. At tackle, LOL. With his double platinum, by the way. What a beast. With Vance's Couch as his backup. Now, you might notice his overall is much lower than it was last night. I was kind of worried that some of the overalls glitched out, even though I didn't change the playbook. Not sure what's up with that. I think he's just significantly worse at tackle than he is at center, even though he has better attributes to be a tackle. So I'm not quite sure what to make of that right now. And, well, if something else is not working properly after that patch, then so be it. Good old Elmhurst, Illinois. I dare call him the pride of Elmhurst, Illinois. Nerd, we did have to rely on the Discord names last night, so that's where Janarius came from. Or Jadarius, whatever. At left guard, Bilbo Swaggins. The fullback turned offensive lineman, Killdozer. Denim Jeans. Lobster Head. It's a shameful thing. And Elon Musk is a goof. Possibly the only pride. Oh, come on. I'm sure Elmhurst, Illinois. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Who? Oh my God. Well, when you search Elmhurst, that's the first picture that shows up. It's just this old ass windmill. Hey, it's got a 45,000 person population. You know, it has its own Wikipedia page for notable names. Come on now. They got some stuff going for them. Clearly. Darren Fletcher. The real pride. Danny Jansen as well. Mike McGee. Goddamn. See, look at this place. They're doing just fine. And they've done all right for themselves. Garrett Sparks. Maple Leafs legend. All right, anyway, back on track. At center, Angel Bowling. Generated name. We had to keep it. Alongside What's Your Niche? Thad for Heisman. Of course, we still miss Thad Castle around these parts. And Mike Wazowski. At right guard, Sadman. With Banned from Diving, Burlington Coates, Eduardo Sharga, who was a transfer portal pickup, and Brian Haynes, also a portal pickup, I do believe. And at right tackle, Michael Scott with Dr. Pepper. He's the other one. Much like the other guy at tackle, Vance's couch, his overall has plummeted like 20 points. To the point where I am worried that there's a bit of a glitch. He shouldn't be that much worse at tackle than he was at guard. He'd be a backup anyway. I'm not sure what to make of that overall plummeting. I don't think any of his attributes fell that far off of a cliff either, where they're like glitched out or anything. So I don't know. But I'm also not too worried about overall. I care a lot about the attributes and getting people into the proper spots they should be in. Defensively, we have State from Jake Farm, Swedish Chef Ray Bork, Chris B. Cream, Upside Down Bike Seat, and Fatty Doughboy. Still rude, man. Still rude. Come on, chat. Don't be rude. On the right side, Lacerated Spleen, Hoffa's Under MetLife, Slab O'Meat, Isaac Yankum, DDS, Jabreak It, Jabot It, and Balls to the Walls. Your defensive tackles. I mean, he's a senior. I should probably try to get it right as we say hello to Doobie Dooba, Agent P, with this platinum grip breaker, by the way. We also have Big Jelly, Putin Puddin', Arn Anderson's Glock, Tinder Date Left Me Itchy, Pinkley Taurus the Sixth, and Chris Rumble. Your linebackers, John Montgomery loves Guelph. That's a joke for you Canadians out there. We also have Moose, and your favorite cuck chair. Why do I let chat rename people? Middle linebackers, Javi Baez's Bat, Bloody Hell, and Nick Nicewanger. And on the right, Caught the Coach Cheating, the second. Please Help, I Work Till 11, and Norman the Mormon. Your corners, Wave Your Hands from Side to Side, Spanish Inquisition, Celine Dion, platinum blanket coverage, by the way. Milkshake Jones the second, John Angelo, who was a portal pickup, Carlos Browning, who was also a portal pickup, and Bida Lard Jesus. Why do I let chat name people? Free safety, Succulent Chinese Meal, alongside Troy Montana, and at strong safety, Tony Very Italian, with Oh Fuck My Computer Blue Screened. Your kickers, Jägermeister Red Bull, and Triple H's Invisible Shirt. Feel free to look up that GIF. That's a classic. And your punter, Nigerius Sleed. So, in terms of the depth chart, though, because there are a couple of differences, after looking at the attributes, Turd Ferguson's team, at least the start, 85 speed, 93 throw power, better deep accuracy, better pizza, Papa John's. Like, it's Turd Ferguson's team to start the year. Running back-wise, we're going with Dan the Man, because, again, quarterback turned running back. He'll be able to help us make the most of the Wildcat, which is going to be awesome. And then, of course, we have a really good power back behind him. I'm very upset that this guy is a senior, to be honest.
I'm just trying to
shout out to Brave. Follow, by the way. Welcome in. From there, we didn't really have too much controversy, you know? Can you win the ACC championship and not make the college football playoff? Or is my game glitch? Do you have custom conferences? because that eliminates automatic qualifiers. So he didn't go up in rating. There are a couple of guys who didn't go up in rating last year, which is a little bit concerning, to say the least. But for the most part, depth chart, pretty much, I'd say, going to be what people expected. I tried to prioritize the physical traits that we might have for some of these guys instead of just outright overall. Our rating isn't as high as I was hoping it was going to be, but it should still be okay. Akron or Louisiana Tech. Either way, you're going to have trouble recruiting because of the schools around you. I'd go Louisiana Tech, though, but that's only because I've seen a lot of Akron. In terms of preseason All-Americans, obviously we're not going to have anybody in the mix on the national level. Within conference, it's also pretty barren. All we have is Agent P at defensive tackle. I thought we might have a really good chance to get the conference championship this year. We might not, is the biggest problem. Custom schedules, chat's just been voting for the worst people possible. So for the very first time, we're going to have an FCS team on the schedule and then UTEP, just because they're bad. But our conference games, Monroe, Wyoming, ECU, Bowling Green, Wake Forest, NIU, I was going to say NIL, because of all the fucking NIL jokes in chat, Coastal Carolina, the Redbird rivalry against Miami, Temple, and then Kennesaw State to end the season once again. It always seems to schedule us and them at the very end of the year. And in terms of recruitment, I already started that process. Doing what I typically do, looking at players that are either interested in us or have a decent pipeline rating. We are still limited to 2 stars at best in terms of the type of prospect we can get right now. Otherwise, I would have had 5-star players 5 years ago because of how recruitment works in this game. That's, of course, also why we still have the leftover coach coins. Not allowed to use those until we get a conference championship. So it might be a little bit. Kent State a good rebuild? Yeah, because they're terrible. They have good unis, too. They're not a bad team to use. We do get locked out pretty early for some people, but I can't even be that upset about it right now. It's just way too early. So, see what happens. We have week 0 off, so recruitment takes center stage here. It's a savage rule. It's been a problem, right? So, to get promoted, you need to win the conference title. Man, we've started off a season 8-1 before and ended up not even making the conference championship game. Like, this has been torturous in a lot of ways. A lot of ways. Because of the offline stuff, I'm tempted to halt the Vandy run I'm doing until it gets fixed. That's fair. That's fair. It's not the most fun glitch to work around right now. Marco Harris, he's a sophomore JUCO, but 82 tackling? He's not the fastest, but for the most part, you know, if he gets his hands on someone, he's going to complete that tackle. I'm intrigued enough to leave him. Outside linebackers. I am going defense to offense in terms of who we're looking at first. We are still set up well enough that we can look for nothing but top quality. By our standards, we don't have to look for a ton of recruits this year. DeMarco Addington. Fast as hell. Zone coverage is actually decent with that speed. We're going to leave him. It's not bad. What we should start doing is sending out some scholarships, but we'll actually wait. We'll wait. We got Greg Washington, Fayetteville, North Carolina. Decent pursuit and tackling, decent strength, but the speed is low. Block shedding's not great. We have no idea what his zone coverage is. He has no abilities or mentals. We'll get rid of him. We'll get rid of him. I guess we'll just start after the second drive.
I'm just trying to walk through this fucking
Shout out to CFL. Oh my god. Shout out to Sergeant Martin as well. Or Martin. I don't know. Sergeant. Thank you. Oh, appreciate you. Quan. Oh, dude. Quan Hammer. I didn't even notice the name. Quan, how good are you? He's not that great. That's maybe an argument. James Pike. I gotta start being more truthful with myself. A lot of these guys are mid. Like, they're okay, but they're not great. Nick Haskins. Kind of along the same lines. Then what about Danny Stevens? Well, not a single gem at outside linebacker. We found a lot of gems last year. This guy has decent speed. Zone coverage and coverage, both not great. I don't know how many of those linebackers are going to stay on the board for me. Defensive tackles. We have Larry Folk, who is a junior JUCO, but I still want to look at him. Only 82 strength, nothing else going for him. Let's get him out of there. Ryan Buck, Westchester, Ohio. 87 strength, that's not bad. Everything else, though, outside of pursuit, is kind of mid. Not great. Patrick Okwara. 83 strength, 71 tackle. There's a lot of mid players this year, man. Yikes. Connor Dillinger, we're not even going to be able to scout out everybody this week. 84 strength isn't bad. 73 power move, not bad. Everything else from there, though, is kind of meh. Yikes. Ty Hyde, junior JUCO. I mean, if you're good, we'll take you. Even for a year, you are not good. You are the opposite of good. I actually don't know how you're not a bust. My God. And then Angel Biggums. 86 strength again, 75 tackling. This is shaping up to be a rough year recruitment-wise. It's a good thing the last couple seasons have been good for us. And then we'll start looking at Dion Barnes, but yeah, we're not even going to be able to finish our targets. Not good. Good, not good. Not good at all. I'm actually a little bit nervous now. We can't afford to have like a single-digit amount of recruits. We just got locked out for quite a few people. Okay, we'll move on. Again, FCS team to kick off the year. I have yet to schedule an FCS team, but who knows? Maybe this will work out for us. Get a free win. We really don't care about our overall record. It is literally just the conference record that matters to us right now. So we're out for Colt Beach. We missed out on a couple of middle linebackers, but I'm not that upset about it. A couple of the outside linebackers, still not upset about that either. Defensive tackle, everyone's still there, and then defensive end. All right. So, Mr. Barnes, are you anything special? No, you are in fact terrible. Okay, this is starting to be a problem. Cameron Brees? I mean, 76 block shedding is pretty good, but he's all right. But again, less eligibility. Zach Burks. Man, we can't find any like top-notch players here, which I know some people are going to be, oh, you're looking at 2 stars. We found some good players, though. We know what's possible. This guy's not it. He's fine. He's not great. Maurice Bouchard. Same thing, just kind of well-rounded, but nothing special. Everett Peters. Kiari Turbin. Kiari? Kiari? Kiari. Kiari. Mr. Turbin. He's also just pretty mid. And then Cedric Kronk. Great name. Just another average player. All right, let's get Brees out of there. And just nothing but average players on defense this year. JD Daniel, we're going to start investing into him heavily because he's the only gem that we found so far. And we don't want to lose him. I think he was actually the only, literally the only gem that we found so far. Jeez. If there's any JUCOs, we should take them out now because we know they're not going to be great. Just free up space so we can look for offensive players. Okay. So one more look through here. This punter, 84 power, 63 accuracy, no abilities or anything like that. The safety, Cordale. A couple different ways I could think to say that name. We'll stay with Cordale. Decent speed. Man and zone are both kind of mid. Suit's not great. Tackle's not great. This is going to be a rough recruitment class here. This is going to be rough. What conference is worse, MAC or Conference USA? Probably Conference USA, both in this reality and IRL. That's right, I said it. Respect the MAC. Richard Baggs. Decent speed, has the tackling and pursuit. Definitely more of an outside linebacker than a middle, but he's not that bad. I think he's the only other guy I've kept on the list so far, too. He's interesting. We'll at least give him a scholarship to start him off. Quan Hammer. Decent speed, decent pursuit, not the best tackler, doesn't hit particularly hard. Zone coverage is dreadful. Block shedding isn't great. He's out. James Pike. Not the best speed in the world. Pursuit and tackling is fine. Block shedding's not great. We're going to have a real bad time for recruitment this year. Brian Buck at defensive tackle. He is strong. The block shedding, it's not great. What about Aquara? 83 strength. We don't know the block shedding. Finesse moves aren't great. He is a speed rusher. He's not, Dillinger, decent strength. Block shedding's not great. Power moves are okay, though. Just not feeling it for any of these guys. I guess last year really was that top-notch year for us. I mean, this guy, 86 strength. 75 tackle. It's a speed rusher with that strength. That's interesting, at least. I'm just not really feeling it. Like, there's a couple of decent aspects to these guys in terms of, like, their strength, but I think we gotta aim higher than that. Hopefully on the offensive side is where we'll find it. Whoops, and then these defensive ends really quickly. One more look. Burks. Not the fastest. 78 strength isn't bad. Power moves aren't great. We don't know about his block shedding. Somebody say Mac Jones. Crash, I'm not breaking out the Mac Jones jersey, but I should. If I put this guy at linebacker too, like his play recognition isn't good enough. Wouldn't be fast enough. He's out. He is out. Bunch of 70s for this guy. Has recoup. Not feeling it. Not feeling it for anybody really that we've looked at so far. I mean, this guy is a speed rusher. At least has some mobility, but it sucks too. There's some great names. And this guy has the block shedding, but he's slow as all hell. Yeah, feeling it. All right, well, let's see who's out there offensively. I have 2 players left on my target list right now. That is atrocious. Yeah, especially for the guys that will have an easier time getting. We might have some long shots that we have to fight for this year. Oops. So if we go back over here, who's interested in us? A lot of running backs. A lot. Fullbacks. And the fullbacks, I mean, we'll look. Never know, right? Tight end converts. Wideouts. Couple of guys. Still haven't taken a team builder. What prestige rating do teams start at? I actually don't know because I didn't look when I made my team. That's a good question. I mean, it might be tied to the team that you take over, is what I would think. Given that the pipeline rating depends on what team did you take over. So, that would be my guess. Quarterback, Denario Lee. 82 throw power, 88 speed. We have better quarterbacks on the roster right now. So, and then the sophomore, Sean Janovich. No, it's not it either. So no quarterbacks this year either. Dante Sahara. 90 speed's not bad. But no abilities, no mentals to go with it. Just a fast player for the sake of a fast player. He is out of Phoenix City, Alabama, though, which is tremendous. I'm getting rid of him. Cortez Ebron. Receiving back has safety valve. Good speed, decent catching. Honestly, I mean, he could even be a a wideout, potentially, depending on his route running. He's okay. Okay. Not like blown away by what we're seeing there, but he's all right. And then we'll have to scout out the rest moving forward in subsequent weeks. It's not looking stellar for us recruitment-wise. Oh, boy. All right. Let's get this non-conference game out of the way. I am not too worried about it. I would like to think that we'd win. If we lose, will it be embarrassing? Yes. Will I be devastated or surprised? No. No, I will not. In fact, I think so. I've been used to why? That's my. Why am I intrigued? But also why? Watch, you have to bail them out. Well, again, we're gonna do what we always do, which is sim to hope that they can win on their own. If they can't, I'll jump in to try to save the day. There's a very good chance we're gonna have to jump in here to try and save the team, but hopefully not. I mean, we tried to give them a gimme to start this year. It's a suburb of Columbus, Georgia. Oh, I guess geographically then it makes a bit more sense, right? Makes a little bit more sense. I mean, there's always arbitrary reasons for stuff like that. I mean, you can be on one side of a river and be in one time zone and take the bridge over and suddenly be in another. Makes sense, dude. We have only put up 13 points on an FCS team through 3 quarters. Like, I know we got some younger players in this lineup that are going to have to get used to things here. But please, there we go. 21-7. Thank God. Please win this game. Okay. Well, it took them a little bit. But they got it done without my help. You know what that means, chat.
No touching! No touching! No touching! You want to come out, find a way to win.
One game in. One no-touching victory on the board. Turd Ferguson's first ever start. 2 touchdowns, 214 yards. Player of the game. Not bad. Not bad. Good way to start the year for the Cardinals. Defense played well. And it's an FCS team. We actually had some decent yardage today. It just looks like we couldn't cap off drives. We did throw a pick. 26 of, Jesus, 43 attempts. We're not even on the air raid anymore. Holy hell. So Jigsy, what I'll do, like I said, is I'll jump in if need be, but if the team can win it on their own, cool. In terms of, for me, it just kind of, it's a scenario creator. So it's like if we get to a conference title game, I have no problem. Like if we're down 21-0 at halftime, I'll jump in and play the rest of the game and try to bail them out, stuff like that. I try to balance gameplay because the gameplay is really fun, with a fair amount of simming and player development and stuff like that. I'm gonna have to double check actually what our schemes are right now. After that was a bit concerning. What's your threshold for jumping in? Depends on how much we're down by and the score or the quarter at the time. You know, what the scenario is. Typically is just losing. Yeah, well, that's how these boys operate. But a lot of times we jump in with like 2 minutes left in regulation because we'll have a 17-0 lead that will blow in 2 minutes. There's a lot of that. Johnny, what's up, man? Again, we still have a very aggressive approach here. We're trying to go full Dan Campbell. Let's see what we can do with that. Monroe is our first conference game of the year, but again, recruitment still kind of at the forefront here. So Elliott Samuel, favorite pizza topping? Probably pepperoni, man. It's versatile. I haven't made the playoffs in 7 years, despite having top 5 recruitment classes nearly every year my program's going. That is just some incredibly bad luck, is what that is. This guy is not bad for a power back. He's not bad. No abilities or mentals is a little bit scary, but that's not bad. Glenn Sexton. Another power back. Good speed, good trucking. He's just a better version of Samuel. Okay. Not bad at all. Isaiah Lamar. 90 speed. Solid elusive back. 86 speed is good for a power back? Yes. Because he's going to hit a 90 speed within a year. Denzel LeCounte. Same thing. Good speed, good juke, change of direction. He's a Juco. Is he any better than Lamar, though? Not really. Lamar's the superior guy to go for. Demarius Hicks. It's kind of a weaker version of Lamar. Manuel Ferraro. He's a power back, 84 speed, 75 trucking. He's a weaker version of the other power backs that we've seen. Braden Wiley. Another power back, 85 speed, 78 trucking. Okay. And then Mason Mangum is unlikely to be that good. And he's so a couple of running backs in the conversation. A couple of elusive backs, a couple of power backs. Let's compare these elusive backs. So it's Lamar and Hicks. Better speed for Lamar. Lamar is the outright better player. Hicks at least has a mental, but if we're going for an elusive back, it's Lamar. Power back for Wiley, 85 speed, 78 brake tackle and trucking. 86 speed. Better. 83 speed. So clearly Sexton would be the guy to go for as a power back. So a couple different running back types to look at. There's nobody here, though, again, where I'm like, oh my god, if we don't get this guy, I'm going to cry. But they are all solid enough. Why is cereal so delicious any time of the day? The sugar? The sugar content. Unless you're eating plain-ass Cheerios, the answer is the sugar content. Honestly, I'm down to look at fullbacks this early, too. I don't even care. Damian Shepley. Yeah, decent strength, decent lead block, but nothing overly special. Hunter O'Shaughnessy. Lead back, good strength, decent trucking. I mean, if it's a fullback, we're needing somebody important here, so. Oh, change of directions key for it is a very important attribute, for sure. Speaking of Monroe, let's do it. Let's do it. Favorite fast food. None of it, but all of it at the same time. That makes sense? Hopefully it does. Oh, goodness. High fructose corn syrup if you're in America. Yes, indeed. Indeed, indeed.
Welcome to Monroe, Louisiana.
All right.
Home to the ULM Warhawks, and fans have been getting ready for this one pretty
Right.
much all week.
Inspired me to start my own promotion relegation. Dynasty took an hour to set up. Sounds about right, yeah. It is a fun challenge. The setup, time-consuming. Figure out exactly what you want to do, but I'd call it rewarding, but I'd be lying to you based off of how this has gone for us so far. So, you know, I won't lie to you. Let's see what we can do against Monroe. I mean, we struggled up until the fourth quarter of the last game to put up points against an FCS team. And, oh my god. Okay, offensively, there are some concerns. 96 yards of offense in the first half, 3 first downs. Oh, boy. No turnovers either. The offense is just struggle bussing. And our quarterback is 7-9. Dude, he threw 40 passes against an FCS team. He has 9 attempts in the first half. What the hell's going on? Running game isn't, like, dreadful. I just don't know what the hell is going on. Has to be the playbook. I probably. But again, we've seen this team now so many times dominate other teams, despite the playbook. Our kicker hasn't even been involved in this game yet because our punter does the kickoffs. Oh boy. Well, we'll at least plan to go through the third. I'd like to see a bit of a pushback here. Okay, you got me. We're down 20-0 to Monroe with 3 minutes left in the third. Let's see what the boys can do with me in control. Jesus, this is not ideal. 14-0 again, damn right.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going to take off.
Woo! All right. The good thing is we know our quarterback's got the ability to take off. Not that I want that to be a constant thing, but
out of the gun, the running back has it. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And these RPOs always put the defense
in all state football.
You give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Trying play action. Makes his
baby. Whew, that juke by West was gross. He had some zip on that. Obviously, we're in go for it on fourth down territory here. Oh my God. That safety scared the hell out of me. Worked out. That was horrifying.
Off play action on first down. Fires to the
At least that's out of bounds.
Picked off.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet stick, and that now his second interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
So about that being out of bounds. Did he get a foot down? Because it didn't look like it to me. Oh my God, I think he did. It's not letting me challenge it. Is there a booth review? Well, it's not. There's nothing to challenge, apparently. It's just a turnover. There's nothing to challenge, according to the game. We got decked by a freshman corner at Monroe. That's my mistake on the turnover, but man.
I'm just trying to walk through this fucking grass.
Got the cage-free jam to follow. So we got that knockout. So yeah, we're gonna need a 20-point comeback in the fourth quarter. Knock that out.
He's got it. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Louisiana Monroe has the edge. This has been
this team is gonna kill me. This team is gonna kill me. That's where we're at right now. I don't know how I'm possibly gonna survive this.
They move the tight end all over. From the shotgun, the inside.
Oh my God, the cut
Brought down at the 46, but
hooked me there. All right.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really
I don't even know what to say right now. I really don't. It's crazy. Oh my God, dude, our linebacker cannot handle their running back. I'm doing a breakdown tackle there, and he just powered right through it. Would I rather watch Mac Jones highlights or this team? You know, it's close. It's close.
Snap motion in the backfield. Looking to go up top on first down. Working on the right. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's first. So close to rushing it in for this offense.
Yeah.
Movement here from the tight end.
I don't even know what to say.
He'll keep it himself. Touchdown, UL Monroe. And
We are getting shit on by Monroe.
You know, it's tough to start a year. You got to go into a hostile environment, play a good team. They weren't able to get that win, but they've looked entirely different.
I'm just trying to walk through this fucking grass.
Bertucci for the follow. Great timing.
to kick it off after
I don't know what to do with this team anymore. I really don't.
here he comes from inside his own 5.
I really don't know what to do with this team anymore.
Loose and he'll be brought down at the 24.
Feels like we get a good influx of talent, and they just cannot put it together. If I don't score quickly on this drive, we'll just sim it out, because I'll have no chance.
Mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives.
I should have gone for a rack catch. This is a conference game. Sure is. Sure
I
is.
think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Quarterback now breaking the field. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it slips through his fingers.
Hit him right in the hands. Hit him right in the hands.
Huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off.
Horrible throw by the QB. I mean, it's a lead lob to Y, and it went
They were trying to move the
nowhere near him. You would have thought I was throwing to the guy on the sideline.
And that's just
I don't know what to do anymore with this team. I mean, obviously right now we're down by freaking 27, so I'm just trying to air the ball out and get lucky.
a chance to light up the score.
He lets it fly.
Yeah. They had it well covered.
Swatted away. It's a turf.
All right. First conference game of the year, and we get embarrassed by Monroe. 30.
Well, they say you win a few,
To 0.
lose a few, and some get rained out. Would have been good for this team if this one had gotten rained out because they lost badly.
This might be our lowest point. I thought losing a bowl game to Washington 55-0 was our lowest point. Getting shut out by Monroe,
Find ways to get players in position.
I think this is our lowest point.
Gonna need a big locker room speech after this one, David.
I can't think of a lower point than this.
Because you're going to watch him with coaches, and you're going to see the mess-ups and all the things you could have done better, but you got to learn from it. You got to get better.
Under 200 yards of offense.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation.
Quarterback threw 2 picks on his own. He didn't even need my help, so he's not ready for prime time. Okay. Well, we'll make the change at quarterback then. He did okay against an FCS team, but you throw him in against Monroe, and he got punked out, basically. And we'll turn it over to Jesus Shuttlesworth here. And, yeah. You know, we didn't even wait that long to take away my hope for the season this year. It was pretty much immediate. Pretty much immediate. I'm out of words. I'm out of words to describe this team and the lows that they're able to sink to. It's unbelievable. Genuinely unbelievable. Man, I'm just so bummed. We have been stuck in this tier for so long, and it doesn't look like it's changing anytime soon. There are other wideouts we could add to our list, right? Can we do a self-imposed death penalty? Yeah, I mean, we're already there, man. This is it. That was actually getting the wideouts, Jesus. At least the super easy to acquire ones. 88 jumping for this guy has... hands, man, speed. Get rid of him. Leon Riggs is garbage. I don't understand how that guy's not a bust. Rudy Maldine. 88 jumping, 83 speed, decent hands. Doesn't have the size to be a tight end, though, so I'm going to take him out. And then Denario Horan. 85 speed, 86 jumping, decent enough hands. He's fine. I mean, he's nobody that I'm overly concerned about acquiring. What do we got for tight ends here? Robbie Moore. Shout out to West Coast. Westy, my buddy. How am I? Oh, thank God. We finally found the gem. That's the West Coast lock. Buddy, I need you in here at all times. At all times. Also, make sure to follow West Coast, everybody, if you haven't already.
I'm just trying to walk through this.
How'd the UFC go tonight? Got to wait for the follow, by the way. I'm currently questioning my life decisions with College Football 25. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? That's how I'm doing. Not great. Not great. Oh, boy. Okay, well, we just got to rip the Band-Aid off. Going to Wyoming. Not going to Wyoming. Hosting Wyoming. Even better. Maybe I should have gone with the Cowboys again. We used them in 14 rebuild at the very end. That's a Roussel, by the way. 35 months. Roussel, you beautiful son of a gun. Welcome back. Welcome back. West Coast, we are trying to turn Ball State into something, and Ball State, as Chad has deemed them, is more like Suck Ball State. It's not going well. That's the only way I can sum it up. We are a bad football team, no matter what we do. We're a bad team. Let's see what happens against Wyoming. We got shut out by Monroe last week. And at the end of one, we're down 7-0. It's your second rebound. So I didn't fully go through with the first attempt, but it is a restart of it. The first attempt, we would have had a lot more success had I just continued with that instead of poured these extra challenges on. So we're able to score points this week. We are down by 4 heading into the fourth quarter. I mean, Roussel, did you expect anything different? Wyoming makes it a 7-point game with 4.5 to go. We're going to have to jump in. Because, again, if I don't take over, they go 3 and out, and then Wyoming scores, it's GG's. So, I have an RPO I can opt out to. No. We'll just run the ball here on first down, then that's fine.
From the shotgun now.
And the man. We can take our time on this drive. Don't have to force the ball at all.
They will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
You know, for a quarterback convert, Dishman is pretty solid in terms of his agility. Watch basketball, I sure do.
I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding.
Enjoyed watching Steph Curry cement his legacy as the greatest shooter in the history of the sport. Because he is. Sockful, I have yet to experience the score bug glitch that people are having an issue with. So I can't speak to whether or not it's fixed or not, because I just haven't had it happen.
Hand off from the gun. A solid pickup there before the.
What level do we get to recruit 3 stars? Div 7? We're still in Div 10.
I'm just trying to walk through this fucking grass.
Where we have been for a long time. Shout out to John Boy. John, thank you for the follow. All right. 2-minute warning. Steadily marching down the field. Let's see if we can break out the cheese. Let's see if we can break out the cheese. Because we're desperate. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Break out the Wildcat cheese. You know, we got to take a look at potentially getting the victory with the monster. They have this very well covered. I'm going to have to opt out of this. Yeah, they have the perfect defense for it. It was worth a look. We are going to have to kick the point after here, though. They're going to... I mean, if there was any team that would know how to defend the monster, it would be Wyoming, based on our past experience with them. So. Oh, now we got to hope our defense can do something. So we barely beat... You know, we couldn't turn it on against an FCS team until the fourth quarter. We got shut out by Monroe, and we can barely beat Wyoming. If not, we might not be able to beat Wyoming at all. I am incredibly concerned for what that says about how this season's going to go. Incredibly concerned.
How about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's got his man.
Would have taken the delay a game. That timeout could be useful. I know. But it's not a big deal. Yet. We'll see what it ends up being a big deal. That could have been nice. Up to my defense to make sure that it's not a big deal. See if they can do that. 3rd and 1, huh? Oh, thank God, yes. Oh, our defense actually did something. Let's go. Oh, they actually did something. We got 1:26 to try and win this.
To convert this 4th and short and give yourself a
starting at our own 33. Let's see if we can save the day. Barzy, what's up? What's up? How the heck are you?
Yeah, and you rep this every single week.
Not the craziest run ever. Not the craziest, but at least get some yardage. It's always the plan. Head down, get that first down. Or not, 3rd and inches. Have you seen a fake punt yet? No. No, I have not.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short.
Not the best blocking in the world. It would have been nice to be able to get to the damn sideline, but all right.
The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs.
Oh boy. We're fine. We're fine. We actually got some blocking. Holy hell, we got blocking. Alert. Alert. Red alert. There was actual blocking from the offensive line. First time ever. It's like Haley's Comet. You're going to have to wait another 70 fucking years to see it again. 70 years for Haley's Comet? Something like that. 52. Some number.
And he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
That guy stepped up well.
Late in the game, it's go time. I got to have a score. I'm not worried about downs. I'm going through my 2-minute script. We know what's coming. We practiced this all week.
The blocking. Let's use that second timeout. Get people a break. Right now, we need to center this football. Unless we can find a way to score. Sidelines or center the ball.
Here's the handoff. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense.
Crap run here. Last play, just trying to get some yardage.
You're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back. So keep at
okay. For the win.
2 seconds left to go.
40-yard field goal.
Send out the kicker to try to salvage.
Against the wind.
Footing is going to be an issue in the driving rain as he kicks to win the game.
Oh boy.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive.
The meter went up so fast.
And after the missed field goal,
we're going to overtime. The problem is this kicker doesn't have much power. So I have to go high up on the meter if it's anything more than the chip shot.
4 quarters not enough to settle this.
Overtime it is. Oh my God.
Back and forth, evenly contested game.
Here's the problem. There are some nights where it's like, hey, clutch up a win, and I can get it done. There are other nights I just can't bail this team out to save my life. And this might be one of those nights. Probably going to put us on offense first.
possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
And remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Yards out of it. I've yet to win an overtime coin toss. I think I've won once. It is quite the rarity.
There on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keeps the legs moving. They get him.
Dan the man.
He gets enough to move the sticks. And now on first down after converting with the run.
Horrific blocking from the outside wideout. We got nothing out of that. It's the worst, man. Sometimes your players, they know how to block. Other times they are clueless, intercepted.
If he runs this back, this game's over.
Case in point about the blocking.
After a good return on the interception. And the
That guy just totally outworked our guy.
and gave it back to his offense.
Outworked him. Oh, boy. So right here on the bubble screen, trying to hit 21. Number 3. Jesus Christ, buddy. Good block. Good block, Chief. Well, unless there's a turnover, this game's over. Oh, time to blitz our asses off to try and knock this ball out.
Back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime. Comes out throwing on first down. He finds
Our safety can't get beat there, man. He has to fucking get there. That's crazy.
Boys are threatening in the red zone. Defense in press coverage. Wide receiver shows motion. They want to run this quarter.
Rip it out, rip it out.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
We got one more chance to knock this ball loose.
Down, and they just don't want to move backwards to give their
One more.
to win it in OT. It'll be a run on 3rd and short.
You know what? Honestly, it's probably a good thing he got the first down.
Stop, but not before getting the first down. Here's the
Yeah,
stop.
gives us more opportunities.
Wide out in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
You got to rip this ball out at some point.
In this running game, and the defense
You
is-
got to do it.
It's been that way all day. On 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Give to the back. Fights off a defender. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Hope you're ready for another season of Conference USA football after this one, because that's where we're heading.
Pick up the first through the air. And they can't.
That needed to be a pick. Field goal for the win.
Timeout called by
Field goal for the win.
sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it.
We both suck.
Devastating blow to not come away with
Both of these teams suck and deserve to lose.
extra period. Didn't get it done, and we start the 2nd OT.
A miracle. The fans have lost this game.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw.
Give me that!
Bounces this, it's
Give me that! Run, you beautiful bastard! No! Ah, the juke slowed him down too much.
offense by running it back to the
Ah, the quarterback was gonna catch us. Motherfucker. Ah, the juke slowed us down by so much. I should have just gone for the stutter step cut. Well, now we have a chance here, don't we? We are just going to run this football a few times.
desperate. Any kind of
and hope for the best.
He'll do it himself. Shakes.
Oh, Jesus! Jesus, Shuttlesworth
The defense knocks him down.
is sick and tired of this nonsense.
Now the offense
What a job by the senior quarterback.
the give to the back.
Dan the man can't get the first, but the ball is centered.
15.
Go with that trap run again to keep the ball centered.
Third down, and they
Turd Ferguson's already been benched.
chance to win it in overtime.
You don't get shut out 30-0 at the hands of Monroe and not get benched.
To the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Get embarrassed that badly by Monroe, you take a seat.
And the Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
Ball State wins.
Enough space. That'll do it. A double overtime touchdown to walk it off.
Game on.
Boy, don't I feel like a winner.
Physical side. Great job getting blocks up front. He was able to skirt his way.
I can't even be overly hyped. I just can't.
I want the ball second in OT.
I missed a field goal with time expiring to win it.
Take it down the field.
I threw a pick, they missed a field goal, and then we win it.
So that's going to do it for us.
I mean, a win's a win, but my God.
Reese Davis saying so long.
My God.
Another presentation of
I don't know if I have the mental capacity to do this ever again. Bakers, I have, actually. I have. You believe it? That. I had sex before Tim Tebow did. He waited until marriage. 23-17, the final.
Yeah, right. Davis, that is not happening, but we got a free game that was awesome. Back and forth, nip and tuck.
Only turnover was my pick in overtime, so that's fine.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer.
Okay. Well, we have learned our level, and it's being on pace with Wyoming.